because of the projects that I have undertaken. They are so big, so mammoth, that it always finds short of funds. But we are getting support also from the society, from the people, those who understand. Plus, the government of Maharashtra is also supporting, central government also is supporting. Now we are expecting participation, financial participation from other states also, because the encyclopedia that I have undertaken, the challenging project, the title of the project is Illustrated Encyclopedia of Music, Dance, Drama in India, an Indian subcontinent.
I see.
So all the states have to participate.
Are you receiving any kind of support from international bodies?
Not financial as such, but other supports I am getting. Besides, support means when I go abroad, around the world too, with my two sons, we give concerts, radio, television concerts, and public concerts, international festivals, music festivals, etc. And all the money that we collect by giving concerts, that I put
is utilized for the project.
Utilized for the institution.
I see. Dada, is Mrs. Ghosh also a musician?
She is not a professional musician, but she understands music and she extends full support for the development of music as well as the music academy in all respects.
And what about your daughter Tuli?
Yes, my daughter Tuli, she is a vocalist mainly. She sings vocal classical music and also developing further. And she also teaches here, especially the children's section, which is the most exciting as well as important.
So apart from your own family being your disciples, of course they must be your prime disciples, how about the other students? Is there a cross-section of...
Yes, we have, as I told you, we have more than 500 students coming from different communities, different parts of the country as well as from abroad. And some of them who I find highly talented, they are groomed to become professional. So there are already about more than 20 students, those who are professional, good students who are from. And also there are some students, they are channelized towards not professional performing artists, but teachers.
I see.
They are also.
And I believe that you have a special favorite, a German disciple, Gert Wegner.
I have students from all over the world, actually from West Germany, from UK, from Australia. But this one student, Gert Wegner, he has been learning under me since more than 20 years, and he has done doctorate in tabla from Cologne University. He is a professional tabla player.
Lots of people like to believe that music is a luxury meant for just the select few, or at best that it's merely a vehicle of entertainment. What is your opinion about this? Do you support this view, or do you feel that music definitely serves a deeper requirement of society?
Yes, I believe music is not just a luxury, much more than that. It is a necessity. It is a food, as necessary as food. For every house, every people, maybe small or big, everybody may not become great stars, but music should enter into as many homes as possible. That is what I told you. Now, the reason is music creates a different atmosphere in every home. That is the purpose plus. Now, the other part of the utility of music for the society, I will tell you, I have made several experiments. Whenever there was any calamity, either communal or natural, I have gathered all musicians with me and my colleagues, and we have given concerts. We raised lakhs of rupees, and that entire money I have given to such causes, and that has helped. And I find that music can help at the time of calamity also, besides normal life.
Would you say that there is a universality which unites people, that it does away with caste and creed?
There are many qualities in music. that you have rightly said that it unites the society. So, plus it elevates the mental conditions. It has an elevating element.
Dada, people often relegate the tabla to second place because they say that it has no sur or melody, it merely has lay or rhythm. I would like you to comment on this.
You see, this subject on which I have been researching and performing and practicing since nearly more than 50 years, and many revelations came. One of them, it is as great and as complete as a symphony. Not only one instrument, it gives the effect of the entire symphony. Okay, let us go back. As you have in melodic form 7 swaras, 7 notes, and 22 shrutis, microtones, is the same thing you find in tabla. 7 major bowls, and total it becomes 22, which are used for performance. That way there are many similarities between melody and rhythm, especially in tabla.
Why don't you demonstrate a little for us?
As I told you, there are 7 major bowls like melodic form and 22 microphones. Similarly, there are 7 major bowls. I'll tell you how it is. Ka, like that. And with the variations, many others. 22 plus. With the help of those syllables, phrases are composed. With the help of phrases, many poems are composed. Many great composers lived in our country, in central India, since great composers, since about 18th century, the great composers have composed, 18th, 19th, and early 20th century. Many composers lived and they, in different traditions, and composed thousands of composers. Beautiful, each one is beautiful. For example, with the help of these syllables and phrases. Syllables I have told, no, syllables. Like that, several phrases with the help of poems are composed. Great masters.
Dada, during your entire career, you have experimented, you have played with many, many stalwarts. Tell us something about the high points.
Experimentation, there are many, it is very varied. First of all, let me talk about tabla. In tabla, I have made some experimentation, that is, while accompanying the male artist, I have utilized the baya, which gives complete one octave. I continued playing the right hand, and the left hand I gave the tone and where the playing musician stands. So this way I have done. This I have been doing since early 40s.
I see.
But I feel glad that now this modern, the youngsters also they are doing that.
Right.
And about the accompaniment part of my life, this is a very great experience that I had by the grace of God. For example, I accompanied persons like Ustad Fayaz Khan Sahab, Ustad Mustafa Hussain Khan Sahab, Ustad Alauddin Khan Sahab, Ustad Hafiz Ali Khan Sahab, Bundu Khan Sahab. But, and then that is after that generation, you know, like I will tell you my contemporaries, like Ustad Ali Akbar Khan, Vilayat Khan Sahab, Ravi Shankar Ji, they are my contemporaries, and many such others, including I have performed also with some like Karnataka music like Subhalakshmi. I did accompany her. Further, I had made some experiments with Western jazz musicians.
I see.
There are some jam sessions, it's called. Duke Ellington,
yes,
and Louis Armstrong. I had the opportunity to make experimentation and jam session, this kind of experiment. Plus, I had the opportunity to perform not in the form of experimentation, but for the great composers like Benjamin Britten, Rostropovich, Evelyn Menuhin, Paul Robeson, Larry Adler.
I see, all the greats, yes.
They were fascinated.
Must have been an exciting experience.
Yes, no doubt, it is a good, great experience because we could exchange views and this kind of rapport was established to prepare a tabla, which is called by the great composers in the Western country. They have recognized this subject as the highest form of abstract art music.
I see.
Because it has no literature, no melody. But
Right.
it fulfills the necessity of all these things.
Of late, that I've been noticing that you've been more inclined towards solo recitals. Why is that?
And solo, you see, the subject is so vast. Every day, every morning I feel how to conquer this world of tabla, but it is not possible in one life. But I go on practicing every day. I do practice and I play solo. I feel satisfied because here I am independent, number one. Number two, also, to accompany any musician, of course, it is very interesting. And one thing I must tell you, to provide good accompaniment with good musicians, a tabla player has to learn vocal music definitely and also instrumental music to know the intricacies of those melodic forms so that can accompany. I did accompany all, and nowadays I am concentrating more on solo because it gives me satisfaction.
Dada, would you like to convey a message to our aspiring young musicians, especially tabla players? I'm sure they'd be looking forward to your views.
In this respect, I first of all, I feel very, very happy to see the youngsters, the talented youngsters, and their virtuosic attitude and their virtuosity and their efficiency to accompany good musicians, great musicians. It is no doubt, it is very, very fine, very encouraging. But one thing I must say, that perhaps they need some solid talim, which is no doubt difficult nowadays because all those great maestros have passed away. But there are ways.
Dada, how did you receive your talim?
Oh, as I told you earlier, I learned vocal and tabla from Ghosh. After that, I went to Bombay and I started learning from Ustad Amir Hussain Khan. More than 35 years I was under him. And with his permission, I became the disciple of the great maestro Ustad Ahmad Tirappa.
I see.
And who lived in my house the last part of his life for about more than 10 years. And that was the greatest opportunity for me to live with such a person, such a great realized soul, and day in and day out, and to take talim of the whole life past, the day in the morning, like that has enabled me to achieve and attain a great height in the subject. Because, they were great masters, not only masters, they were composers. Amir Hussain Khan was one of the greatest composers of the country.
Thank you so much, Dada. And now what better way to end the program than by listening to a recital by you and your disciples.